Everything is fine until it's not.
I'm John Strickland. I'm here today to talk with Kirsty and Andy Dobson from Clarity and an important topic about well-being, resilience and mental health in the workplace, particularly in the airline sector.
What I'm talking about is work imagined in manuals, in procedures, in boardrooms, versus work actually done on the ramp at 3 o'clock in the morning in the driving rain. There's a gap there.
We've heard industry examples where people are gone within 2 weeks because they haven't been prepared. Their expectations weren't ready for that startle reflex that they get when they've got their first big plane coming towards them. It's a challenging working environment. Businesses normally come to us with a particular problem, something that they have been struggling with. And so we always begin with a diagnostic, a baseline, and what we call our resilience review. So going in and having those conversations that perhaps the frontline staff don't feel able to have. We're independent, we're a third party, we sort of operate in that grey space. And so we can give them anonymity. We're more likely to find out what's going on and what the true psychological safety and the real just culture feels like for those individuals.
The cost of doing this stuff badly is genuinely expensive. I'm talking about churn. The turnover, in particularly some areas, is between 50 and 100%. You're holding on to people for 3 months, 6 months. People may have up to 2 years experience.
People are turning up to do the work, but they're not necessarily engaging or being very productive while they're there.
The intervention into the process to take people out of automaticity, where a lot of the incidents and accidents and injuries happen, is absolutely key. But it's about doing that in a realistic way.
We're talking about learning how to control your nervous system.
Other industries are already doing this. You have a lot of parallels in terms of safety with aviation. When incidents and accidents are investigated, quite often this feature comes up, this gap between, well, the procedure says this, but we're actually doing this. That's the human factor. Well-being, mental health, efforts to improve that and bake that into the organisation quite often face that challenge.
Well-being and mental health are actually, they're upstream. They're what fuel the hard KPI metrics that we're looking for. I mean, that's what it drives your engagement. If you've got a workforce that are happy and have got good levels of well-being, then they're going to be more engaged at work.
Human factors, it's a relatively new concept, certainly in some of the areas that we're applying it. The human must not be forgotten in that equation. You have to do it within frameworks, you have to do it appropriately. The happy coincidence is that you end up with happier, higher performing people too. Seeing some of the data now coming in and starting to really demonstrate what we're talking about in a way that people can see in black and white is hugely enjoyable.
We can see there's some really fundamental issues here in the airline industry and indeed more widely. Resilience, mental health and well-being isn't just a nice to have, it's a must have.